Moving on, for a Japanese man on death row, justice has come after a delay of over half a century. The longest-serving prisoner in the world was cleared of his murder conviction after a court determined that the evidence against him was falsified. A district court cleared Iwao Hakamada in a retrial of the murders of 4 people in the central Japanese region in 1966. Hakamada spent 45 years on death row before a court ordered his release and a retrial in 2014 amid doubts about the evidence on which his conviction was based.
The court clearly said this important evidence had been fabricated. So now prosecutors no longer have any means to prove the conviction. The court also said other submitted evidence is not strong enough to prove Mr. Hakamada was the criminal. So it doesn't hold much meaning.
Hakamada's sister battled for decades to clear her younger brother's name. After the trial, she said it was sweet to hear the words "not guilty."
Everyone, we won the acquittal. It's all thanks to your support. Thank you for such a long time. Everyone, thank you very much.
The former boxer, who is now 88 years old, was charged with killing his former boss and family by stabbing them to death and then setting their house on fire. Despite his initial admission of involvement in the crimes, he retracted the confession and pleaded innocent throughout the trial, but was nevertheless sentenced to death in 1968, a penalty that was upheld by Japan's Supreme Court in 1980. His lawyers argued on the basis of a DNA testing on the blood-stained clothes said to belong to Hakamada. The test showed that the blood was not his. In the early hours of the day, hundreds of people waited in line to try to get a seat for the verdict in a murder case that has gripped the country and raised questions about Japan's legal system. Japan is the only major industrialized democracy other than the United States to retain death punishment, a policy that has an overwhelming public support. In Japan's post-war history, Hakamada is the 5th death row convict to be granted a retrial. All 4 of the earlier cases also ended in exoneration.